Hey folks, welcome to What's New, the Peter Larmond Outdoors radio show. I'm your host, Peter Larmond, and thank you for tuning in to us today. As we continue with our series of ICAST Best in Show winners, this week on the show we have a company that's been around for years and continues to make amazing products for all the outdoor enthusiasts. This company won Best in Show under the boats category. I'm talking about the new Predator PDL Kayak from Johnson Outdoors. Another popular model that they make of his Old Town Canoe, Ocean Kayak, and Johnson Outdoors Incorporated also has other popular brands such as Minn Kota, Humminbird, Canon, Eureka, just to name a few. However, today we'll be talking about paddling with brand manager Ryan Lilly. However, before we bring Ryan on the show, let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back right after this. You're listening to What's New, the Peter Larmond Outdoors radio show on WRVO Radio Network 1. ProJ Fishing Tackle, Scarborough, Ontario is Canada's #1 megabass dealer. ProJ Fishing Tackle carries all the latest and hard-to-find tackle from some of the best manufacturers in the business. Companies like Megabass, Duo Realis, Lew's, Shimano, Daiwa, just to name a few. Jasper and his staff at ProJ Fishing Tackle were there with expert advice, so give them a call at 416-913-8305. ProJ Fishing Tackle is your one stop before going out to catch that trophy of a lifetime. ProJ Fishing Tackle, 416-913-8305. Do you like fishing, hunting, shooting adventures, and how-to tips and recipes? Are you a fan of the Outdoor Channel? Would you like to stream or download your favorite show like MLF Fishing, Zona's Awesome Fishing Show, Buck Commander, Bill Jordan's Real Tree Outdoors, Hot Shots, Guns and Ammo, television, and many more onto your smart device? My Outdoor TV has all of these and many more. Here's the best part. My Outdoor TV and Peter Larmond Outdoors Radio have teamed up to bring you an amazing deal. Go to myoutdoortv.com and sign up using promo code PLO Radio for a great deal. If you live in the United States, you can get your first month for only 99 cents. If you live in Canada, you get your first month free. And all you have to do is sign up using promo code PLO Radio. You can take your favorite shows with you wherever you go. Watch them while you're out camping or at work or wherever your next adventure takes you. myoutdoortv.com using promo code PLO Radio for a great deal on your first month. 99 cents if you live in the US and free if you live in Canada. Welcome back. Today we're talking to Ryan Lilly, who's the brand manager of Johnson Outdoors Watercrafts. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Ryan, first off, congratulations on winning Best in Show at ICAST in July. And as I mentioned at the opening, Johnson Outdoors has been around for years. So what does that mean for a company as so diversified within the outdoor industry as Johnson Outdoors? What does it mean for you guys?
Well, at the end of the day, we're a watercraft company, and so, we hold ourselves to a very high standard to continually to produce the highest quality boats that we can, the most innovative boats that we can. We've been around for almost 120 years, and we just pride ourselves in our workmanship in our boats, and so we set our own bar high and take the fact that we're the segment leader with canoes and kayaks very seriously, and we just keep innovating and keep pouring our hearts and souls into these boats. So it was such a nice affirming thing to receive that award at ICAST, and to have our peers also recognize that we're working really hard and putting out a great boat.
And as you mentioned, you guys have been around for so long, and you are the leaders in that industry. So again, congratulations to you guys, and it's really nice to see. I've talked with other guests and companies, and it seems like a lot of companies sit on their morals, like okay, we've made it now, we don't have to worry about anything. But that's something that you guys haven't done, so that's really cool to see. It's nice to see that you guys are always still trying to raise that bar to make everybody competitive, to be competitive with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was the thing with the pedal, the pedal drive, the new Predator PDL that we won the award on. We could have launched a pedal drive 3 years ago, but we sat on it and we continued to innovate and design literally a bulletproof pedal drive unit and hull design that gave you the best experience as a consumer as possible. And we really took our time making sure to cross our T's and dot our I's and really come out with a boat that can be unanswered answered by other companies. And, again, we could have rushed to market back when pedal drives from other companies started to hit the market 2-3 years ago, but we decided to wait and really come together as a team and produce the best boat out there.
So go on and explain to us more. Like, tell us about the Predator.
Yeah, so the Predator line of kayaks has been around for a handful of years now, starting with the Predator, it would have been the XL, the 13, and then we came out with the MX, and most recently we've come out with the Predator MK, which stands for Minn Kota. That's powered by the Minn Kota trolling motor from our sister company, Minn Kota. Mm-hmm. And we really wanted to keep innovating in that hands-free area. The other Predator models, the 13, the MX, and the XL require you to paddle with a traditional kayak paddle in order to get from where you're leaving the boat launch to where you're going fishing or hunting. We really wanted to kind of keep going with that hands-free idea, because really, the best time on the water is making sure that fishing rod, that fishing pole is in your hand for the most time possible. And so we decided to, develop this pedal drive that allows you to have that fishing rod in your hand at all times without having to pick up a paddle other than launching and then beaching your kayak. The pedal drive is powered by a pedal drive unit that, if you look underneath the kayak, it looks like a trolling motor lower. So it's got a weedless prop that spins at a 10-to-1 ratio as you pedal. The pedals on the actual direct drive, it's like pedaling a bike, or if you've ever been on a recumbent bike, you kind of sit on the kayak just like that. And so you've got that circular pedal motion. Some competitors out there have a push-pull kind of pedal motion, which is a little bit awkward and clunky, so we wanted to kind of combat that and meet your body where you naturally kind of rotate and your hips want to make that circular motion like you're on a bike. So we produced this pedal drive to have that circular motion. 10-to-1 gear ratio. The actual drive itself has a nice seating option, so when you are beached or when you are in a shallow area and you want to protect your prop, you're able to pull that unit up, and it actually sits itself right up on the deck, and you can easily lift it off and put it back in the water. So it's really well thought out design in the fact that when you get in the boat, you know exactly what to do. You don't have to pull any levers. You just get in the boat, you start pedaling. Forward to go forward, reverse to go reverse, and it's instant. To steer the actual craft itself, we have a rudder control knob to your left-hand side. So literally with two fingers, you can turn your kayak almost instantly. It turns pretty quickly with that rudder that's included with the kayak. So you just deploy that rudder and you start pedaling, and you use your left hand to turn left or right. And what's nice about the kayak too, having that instant forward or reverse, is when you find where the fish are, you can crank it into reverse and keep doing the forward, reverse, and just stay on that X, and you kind of keep in that area. If there's a current or the wind's starting to blow you, you literally use that forward or reverse instantly to keep you right on that X and keep you fishing where the fish are biting. Apart from that, we have this kayak comes with the element seat, which anybody that's listening has sat in a nice lawn chair. That's essentially what it is. It's a breathable, comfortable lawn chair sort of design on top of the kayak with adjustability, so you can go forward or reverse. And the kayak itself fits anybody from 4'6" all the way up to about 6'8", I believe. So it's got a lot of adjustability to get over those pedals and to be pedaling in the most comfortable possible posture for you. And then it comes equipped with, just like our other Predator models, accessory plates around the edge of the hull. So if you wanted to mount some fish finders, some extra rod holders, you can do so. The boat itself comes equipped with 2 rod holders behind the seat. It's got a nice cavernous area behind your seat for a cooler. We make a custom cooler that fits that. You can fit, a Yeti cooler in there if you like. It's got a lot of areas to mount rod holders, like I was saying, or even fish finders. There's a transducer designed scupper right beyond the pedal drive unit as you're going towards the bow of the boat. Mm-hmm. Or you can actually put in, a Humminbird fish finder or any other model of fish finder that you'd like down that scupper hole. The transducer fits, and then you can mount the fish finder right basically to your side on that accessory plate. And then up front, you've got a nice big dry storage hatch with the quick seal technology, so you can drop in a bunch of your items that you want to keep dry, lock that, and it'll stay dry. And beyond all that, just the little things like tackle storage. We have storage under the seat now, so if you had a lot of those smaller, flat tackle boxes, you can fit those under the seat. We also have places where you can fit them beside where your thighs would be in the hull itself. And then the actual pedal drive unit's got dry storage itself in the actual pod that's attached to the pedal unit. So a very well thought out boat. It comes in a variety of colors, from urban camo to traditional camo, and then there's a red camo and lime camo. So you've got all kinds of different colors. We make it right here in Old Town, Maine. We operate 3 shifts a day year-round, and we produce all of our boats on site here, which we're really proud about. The strictest QA standards here, so we make sure that all the boats are passing our very rigorous quality control metrics, and so that's the new Predator pedal. We're really excited about it. Again, you mentioned it won Best of Show at ICAST. It's been receiving lots of media attention, and it's very coveted out there. So, it builds out our Predator line, and it gives us another hands-free option in our line. So you've got anything from the MX, which is our smallest, lightest weight boat that a lot of fly fishermen use on rivers, all the way up to the Predator MK, which is hands-free, motorized fishing. So that's pretty much the line in a nutshell. We're really proud about it.
There was a lot of things that you had mentioned there, which is really cool. Kayak fishing has really taken off over the last few years. I know there was rumor at ICAST that over the next couple of years, FLW was going to have some sort of a tournament-based thing for kayak fishermen. So kayak fishing has really taken off over the few years, and obviously you guys are at the forefront of this with what you guys have done with the new Predator PDL. When you mentioned, just to go back a couple, just to give our listeners a general idea here. So when they're paddling, like, how shallow can the kayak sit before that actual pedal actually hits the bottom?
Yeah, it's got a 16-inch draft on it. So, for a good example, I'm a big duck hunter. This boat's an amazing boat for waterfowling too, by the way. So I'm oftentimes in very shallow, marshy areas. Mm-hmm. I can get that thing all the way to about 16 inches deep of water, and then I'll pick up that pedal unit and I'll click it onto the actual brace that holds it, and then I'll use a paddle to kind of bury me into the weeds a little bit, or to beach the kayak itself.
Right.
So you only need 16 inches of water.
So that's pretty shallow for a kayak, and especially it's not as you mentioned with the paddle accessory underneath, or with the paddle itself. So 60 inches is pretty shallow. Before you actually have to lift it up, and as you mentioned, use your paddles to either beach the kayak or get into the weeds if you're hunting waterfowl or whatever. So that's really cool. And the other thing that you had mentioned about all that accessories, now I might have missed it when you said it, but is there a track along the side that I can add additional rod holders to, or different other like ram mount ideas if I want to put a GoPro, or as you mentioned, a GPS? So that's built into the kayak as well?
Yeah, there are 6 removable accessory plates on the boat itself. So you can either buy aftermarket tracks, or you can buy accessory plates that have tracks built in them. You can mount tracks to them. You can drill directly into these. So there's a variety of ways you can set the accessory tracks up for your needs. And I know a lot of people run the Yak Tack tracks on the accessory plates, and they'll either mount them aftermarket, or they'll buy them with the Yak Track system installed already. So you're able to do that, and then you can also drill directly. So if you've got an accessory that has 4 screw holes, for instance, you can screw directly into that accessory plate, or bolt it however you'd like. So yeah, there's a lot of versatility with the accessory mounting on this boat, and you definitely see a lot of people taking advantage of customizing their own boat for how they use it. Like I mentioned, I'm a big waterfowl guy, so I've got a set of accessory plates for when I'm out bass fishing in the summer, and then I have a set of of different applications for those accessory plates, and we sell them aftermarket too. So I've got like extra sets for what I'm going to do. They're very easily removable, and then you can put the other accessory plates in an instant. So very customizable. I didn't mention also. I should have mentioned that the pedal drive allows you to go 6 miles an hour, so you can actually hammer pretty fast in that thing and get to the fishing spot pretty quickly. It's also a great workout. If you're trying to keep that 6 mile an hour pace, it's a pretty good workout. But if you wanted to just mellow paddle, the thing, if you're just paddling as you're comfortable, like I can clip along at about 3 miles an hour without breaking a sweat, without much effort. So
that's pretty cool. So going back to all the mounts and stuff, so obviously you guys have thought of all that, so that's really cool. But I like the comment, like you said, 6 miles an hour. So I guess that's why you guys made room in the back to put that cooler. So when you do get to where you need to get to, you can just take a minute and go, okay, now I need a little refreshment, and back to business.
Absolutely. Yeah. It comes with a cup holder by you too, so you can just keep that cup holder
perfect,
fresh with cold beverages.
So I mean, obviously you guys have thought of everything. I mean, we're joking about the drinks and that, but it's cool. It's great to have it. It's beside you, and everything seems to be at your disposal with the hands free, with the paddle, with the motor drive, and that it gives you that option, which is really cool. Ryan, we got to take a quick commercial break here to pay a few bills, but when we come back, I know you briefly talked about all the other Predator models. But if you guys want to tell us any bit more about the stuff that you guys have out, or even some of the stuff, maybe if you could tell us if you guys are working on anything for next year, if you could tell us that when we come back from the break, that'd be awesome.
Sounds good.
Folks, you're listening to What's New, the Peter Larman Outdoors radio show on WRVO Radio Network 1, and we'll be right back right after this. Livingston Lures. Livingston Lures is committed to bringing fishermen everywhere innovative, technologically advanced lures designed to flat-out catch fish in fresh and salt water. With an exciting new line of crankbaits, lipless crankbaits, topwater baits, jerk baits, and wake baits featuring a unique sound and vibration technology. Livingston Lures is set to make some real noise across the fishing industry. Hey folks, welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we're talking to Ryan Lilly, who's the brand manager for Johnson Outdoors Watercrafts. And in particular, we were talking the new Predator PDL Kayak that was released at ICAST back in July in Orlando, Florida, and consequently that they ended up winning Best of Show for that watercraft. Before the break, Ryan, I'd asked you if you tell us maybe if you guys are working on something for next year, and any other of the new product lines that the Johnson Outdoors Watercrafts has out there for our listeners.
Yeah, so Johnson Outdoors Watercraft is comprised of several brands. Old Town, obviously, being the oldest and probably best known, but we also have a great line of kayak products under the Ocean Kayak brand name. Ocean Kayak is a sit-on-top kayak that was launched basically out in California. It's a great, it started out as a great way to get out and have a low-impact, fun time on the beach, and that's kind of where we hang our hat with that brand. Is it's basically pour on the salt. It's just a great day on the beach is how we position our Ocean Kayak brand. But under the Ocean Kayak brand name, we have a line of premier fishing kayaks to help you get out. If you want to fish inshore, offshore, even near shore, these boats handle surf really well. They help you to paddle really fast to the spots that you go, and they're equipped, to handle all your tackle storage needs, dry storage needs, rod holder. So these things are just a saltwater fishing machine. It's called the Trident series, and this year we updated the Trident series with some really key updates. Before we had a pretty standard, a lot of people thought of it as a pretty uncomfortable seat. So we took a look at that seat, and we basically took our ACS seat technology that we had launched under Old Town, and we applied that ACS seat to the Trident series. So when you go out fishing, you've got a very comfortable seat to help you get out. And your butt won't go numb anymore. It's got basically a way that you adjust the thigh support. So when you're in the attack paddle position, when you really are trying to hammer down and get to the spot, we have the way for you to adjust the thigh support height to allow you to get into a more aggressive paddle stance. But then we also took a look at our tackle storage and dry storage on the boat, and we launched an all-new Mod Pod for the Trident series. So we added some really nice features to that. When you can open up the back hatch or the front hatch in that Mod Pod that sits between your feet, and you've got removable dry storage in both of those locations. And on top of the actual hatch itself, you've got a really nice feature. You've got a really high-powered magnetic strip in that Mod Pod now, so if you've got a lure and you just want to keep it secure without putting it away in your tackle box, or you need to switch lures quickly, or hooks or anything like that that's metal, you can throw that onto that magnetic strip on top of that Mod Pod, and it's not going anywhere. So that's a really nice feature for when you have to switch a lure really fast, or just keep a couple hooks handy without having to dig into your gear to get those things. It also has a dry storage that fits iPhones. That is water resistant, so you're able to throw your iPhone or your Android tablet, or not tablet, phone in there, keep it dry, and that's a really nice feature as well. So we just had another look at that Mod Pod, overhauled it. It's much cleaner, more effective use of the space between your feet, and it adds some nice added options to it that make it well worth the investment. So the new Trident series got some nice facelift items on there, Mod Pod and the seat being the biggest items there. So we'd have you look at those, and basically, the way we look at the Ocean Kayak line is as soon as your body hits the ocean, the Trident is a great boat for you. If you're going to paddle through surf and through the higher waves and you want to go out and fish some big fish offshore, the Ocean Kayak Trident series is a great boat. If you're going to fish inshore, inland, freshwater, and more of like the freshwater species, we feel that the Predator does a great job playing in that space. So our brands kind of go their separate ways once you hit the coast. However, we have a lot of people that use the Predator in saltwater, and it's more than capable. It's saltwater grade. Everything is saltwater grade. So the pedal unit is saltwater grade. The MK unit is saltwater grade. So we have a lot of people that actually use the Old Town product in the ocean as well. And we definitely, don't discourage people from using, our Old Town product in the ocean or vice versa.
Right.
But that's definitely where kind of our marketing efforts lie. Is the Ocean Kayak Trident series is great for your offshore fishing, for your ocean fishing, and the Old Town Predator is great for the freshwater. So that's really our big stories this year. The Predator pedal, obviously, and then the Trident series. It got some nice refresh. In the future, I'm not going to tip our cards too much. We are, always innovating. We have a really important heritage that, we want to keep tipping our hat to, but we also want to keep trudging ahead and remaining the industry leader with a lot of technology. So you'll see some big things from us in the next few years that we're working on. We're really excited about. We're going to be looking at our recreation line and see how we can really spice up our recreational kayak and canoe line on the Old Town side.
Right.
You'll see some pretty exciting stuff there. And you might see some really innovative things on the Ocean Kayak side too. So the next 2 years will be exciting to follow our brands if you're a fan.
Ryan, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us today. And telling us about all the Johnson Outdoor products. And again, congratulations on winning the Best in Show for the Predator PDL. And I wish you all the best and look forward to see what you guys unveil in the next couple of years.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time and having me.
Folks, this episode was brought to you by ProJ Fishing Tackle out of Scarborough, Ontario, Lou's building innovative products that are faster, lighter, and stronger, George's Marine and Sports making fun a reality, Livingston Lures, the difference is clear, Mercury Marine, number one in the water, and Nitro Boats, driven to be the best. It's our passion. Folks, take a kid fishing. They are the future of our sport, and practice catch and release. And remember what I always say, work hard, but fish harder. I'm your host, Peter Larmond, and Lord willing, you will tune in next week as we bring you What's New. Thanks for listening.